How you guys doing today? Mark Franks from plentyofgadgets.com. Guys, today I'm going to tell you why I gave up my iPad and my Samsung Galaxy Book for this. Microsoft Surface Pro 7 Plus. Let's get started. To make a long story short, I didn't give up my iPad. My son dropped my iPad on the concrete. So the dropped iPad became his iPad. So I decided, I need something that I can do 2-in-1. I was thinking about getting an iPad, but I have a Samsung Galaxy Book. So I want something that can do 2-in-1, where then came in the Surface Pro 7 Plus. So what I ended up doing is I gave my Samsung Galaxy Book, which is an incredible little laptop, 13-inch laptop. I gave that to my daughter, and my son, he took the dropped iPad. And I bought this. And guys, this is incredible. This 2-in-1, basically it's a laptop trying to be a tablet, and the iPad is a tablet trying to be a laptop, so to speak. But I found this very useful to me. Because not only can I write, because I do a lot of writing, I hire people to write for my website, along with myself writing for my website. But I do a lot of writing. I did a lot of writing on my iPad, but I can do a lot of writing on this, but simultaneously having the full power of a Windows computer. So I guess you can say I gave up my tablet and my laptop for a 2-in-1 tablet laptop computer. So let's just go over some of the specs of the Surface Pro 7 Plus. Before I go into further details about the specs, let's go ahead and take a look at the aesthetics and how it looks and how it feels. So of course, this is Microsoft Surface Pro 7 Plus. This is a premium tablet / laptop. So it looks premium and it feels premium. Now, one thing I like about this, it has a 12.3-inch screen that's horizontal, and it has thick bezels. Now, a lot of people don't like the thick bezels, but I do prefer the thick bezels. So when it's in tablet mode, I have something to hold on to. Now, I do like it has the detachable keyboard here. So that's great. And this keyboard is very premium. The keys are very responsive. And it's just a premium keyboard that can easily attach to the Microsoft Surface Pro 7 Plus. So just like that. Now, as far as the weight, this is about 1.8 pounds, 1.7, 1.8 pounds without the keyboard. So weighs less than most laptops. Now with the keyboard, it comes in about 2.5 pounds. So 1.8, 1.7, 1.8 without the keyboard, about 2.5 pounds with the keyboard. All right. But as far as the looks, again, it looks very good. You have your pencil here. This is the Surface Pro pencil, and it writes very well. And you have your 2 cameras, and I'll get into the Kickstand, the flagship Kickstand next. But you have your 2 cameras. You have your front-facing camera, which is going to be 5 megapixels, 1080p. And you have your rear-facing camera, which is going to be 8 megapixels, 1080p. So 1080p in the front, 1080p in the back. Be great for Zoom videos or just any type of videos where you have to be on camera. All right, so next is the Microsoft Surface's flagship. Now, this is what really makes the Surface a Surface. It's the Kickstand. So you can put the Kickstand like this, and it looks good. You can attach your keyboard and then you can type on it and everything is great. You have a computer right here, but you can also bring your Kickstand down like this. And if you're an artist, you can draw on here, or if you like to write like me, I love to write. I have people writing for me from my website, and I also write from my website, and you can just go ahead and write on it like that. So I do like that, and that is the flagship the Microsoft line. Their Kickstand is incredible. It is a great kickstand. And like I was mentioning earlier, I briefly stated about the pencil. This pencil is very good. Now, just to be perfectly honest, it doesn't work as great as the iPad Pencil, I mean, the iPad Pencil seems a little bit more realistic, but this thing is still very, very good. It takes some time to get used to. I think I had to press down a little bit harder, but I think you can get different tips. And of course, there is a Surface Pencil Generation 2 that's in the Surface Pro 8 line. All right. Now, the only differences between the Surface Pro 7 Plus and the Surface Pro 8 is going to be the Surface Pro 8 has 2 Thunderbolt ports. This only has 1 USB-C port, and then the Thunderbolt ports, you know, it's up to 40 gigabytes of data processing speed. And if you want to run multiple displays, if you want to hook it up to a GPU for higher graphics. But for me, I'm being simple. I'm not really doing all that. I don't need that much. So I'm happy with my 1 USB-C display port, or USB-C port. All right, guys, real quick, before we get back to the video, I did forget to mention 2 things about the Surface Pro 7 Plus. Let's go ahead and talk about them real fast. So the Surface 7 Plus does have an SD card reader. You can use this for storage. I believe this SD card space here has been in the line since generation 3, Surface Pro 3. I'm not exactly sure about that, but it's been in the line for a long time. So if you need extra storage space, you can go ahead and insert an SD card here. All right. And also what I want to talk about is the USB-C. This is USB-C power delivery. I know I talked about it briefly, but you can put multiple monitors on this. And a lot of people said they like the Thunderbolt because you can run 2 4K monitors at 60 Hertz. Well, you can do that here also with the 7 Plus. You just have to get a special type of USB dongle, and I'll put that in the description below. But any other monitor that's 1080p or 4K at 30 Hertz, it'll run on this no problems. And also, like I just said, it'll run 2 dual monitors, 4K, 60 Hertz, no problem at all. All right. So that's basically what I wanted to say real quick. Let's get back to the video. Now the 8 can also has skinnier or smaller bezels, so you have more screen real estate. But they're both sporting the 11th generation core processor. This is an i5 with i5 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of SSD storage. So there are a few differences. You know, I would prefer the bezel so I can, you know, have a tablet. I can just touch it like this if I want to watch TV in my bed or something on the couch. I don't have to put my fingerprints all over the screen. And the good thing that I like about the 7 Plus that's not in the regular 7 is this right here on the back. On the back, guys, you have a spot where you can upgrade your SSD. So I'll have subsequent videos where I can actually upgrade my SSD hard drive, and that is a plus. And also, just like the Surface Pro 8, this comes with a 11th generation, latest generation Intel Core processor. So it's the same processor in the 8 and the 7. So, I mean, 8 and the 7 Plus. So it's a good deal. I believe the 7 Plus came out in January 2021, and the Surface Pro 8 came out in October 2021, and the Surface Pro 7 came out in, I believe, October 2019. So the Surface Pro 7 Plus is a step above the Surface Pro 7. Now, as far as the screen resolution, this is a QHD, which sits between 2K and 4K, and it's just a brilliant picture of vibrant colors. I really love the screen resolution here. Now, anything else I could say about it here? The volume on here, the volume is very good. The microphone is pretty good as well. Now the battery life, I know that's important too. The battery life on the 7 Plus is rated around 15 hours, but when you're using it, it's going to probably be it's probably going to be around 7 to 8 hours. I get like a full day of battery life just using different applications on my Surface Pro 7 Plus. Now the Surface Pro 7 was rated at about 10 hours. So they did increase the battery life in the Surface Pro 7 Plus, and I believe the batteries in the Surface Pro 8 is about 15 hours or a little bit more. So, you know, 8, 7 Plus for me, I would go with the 7 Plus because of the bezels, and I don't really need the Thunderbolt 4 ports, although it is very useful to have if you're a gamer, if you have many different devices that you want to hook up to your Surface. Now with the USB-C, you can hook up a bunch of devices as well, but the Thunderbolt just gives that more power and boost here. Now what else do I have to say? Now the mouse. So the mouse. This is another thing I like about the Surface Pro is this mouse. This mouse is very compact and it's very convenient, so I can just kind of throw it in my bag like this, and then it just kind of goes up like this so that I can use it. Very cool, very elegant. So I do like their mouse. I believe I got their mouse, and I'll put the prices below. I believe I got the mouse for I think $60, $50 or $60, and I got this with a good deal at Best Buy for $6.99. All right, so another thing about this, and this is a big thing that makes this just more doable than an iPad or like my Samsung Galaxy Book, is this is becoming, although this is a laptop trying to be a tablet, this is becoming more of a tablet. With the Windows 11, you can now play some Android apps on your Windows 11. So all you do is going to be through, well, it's going to be through Amazon's App Store, but you go through Microsoft Store, download the Amazon App Store, and you can play your Android apps on your tablet. So now it's not every app like the Google Play or Apple Store, but you can play some of the apps. This program is still in its infancy stages, but you can play a lot of apps. So it's now transforming this thing more into like a tablet / 50% tablet, 50% laptop. So it made even more reason for me to go ahead and transition from my iPad and my regular laptop, 13-inch laptop, to just a device that does it all. This does it all, guys. And I'm not, now as far as video editing and heavy gaming, I have my Mac Mini M1 chip for that. I do video editing on that, and I'm not really huge on gaming. You know, this is for, you know, business people. This is for, you know, everyday use. But it's not really tailored towards gamers. So if you're just an everyday use person who wants a tablet / laptop that you can take everywhere, if you're an everyday person who doesn't want to write on paper anymore, you know, you kind of want to save the environment, or you just want to write just on a screen, then this is it. I use Microsoft OneNote and I write all the time. It's very comfortable, very convenient for me just to whip this out. So I would definitely recommend the Surface Pro 7 Plus. I gave my iPad, I believe it was a 4th generation, to my son after he broke it, and I had a Samsung Galaxy notebook laptop. It was very small, 13-inch. I gave that to my daughter, and I went ahead and got me the Microsoft Surface 7 Plus 2-in-1, and it was well worth it. I would definitely recommend this laptop. No. Tablet. No. Laptop. Well, tablet, laptop. You guys get it. Guys, if you please hit that like button. If you like my channel, subscribe to it. There'll be many more videos like this. Catch you guys on the next one.